Hello, I'm Dennise Williams, and in this conversation, I want to talk about how to pay off your debt without stress, worry, or anxiety. Wow, this is such an important session. Debt is, really often considered a dirty word. And I want to share with you 5 secrets that can transform your relationship to debt and maximize your financial worth and success. And you might be saying, oh, I'm drowning. How is this going to work? Well, here's the thing. I'm here to serve and I want to, invite you to spend a few moments with me so I can show you how we're going to do it. Now, my goal is really to help 2 types of people. For those who are beginners, you'll get to understand what I like to call financial power language and how, that helps you take back your power. And for that, I have a special guest who I want to introduce. It will just be me presenting in this conversation, but I do want you to meet my special guest. For those who have a more pressing need, you need to clear debt, you need to get your credit report to have a higher score, you will get the strategies to lower interest rates and fees, save money, strengthen your credit risk protection, and more. This is really critical because part of the conversation about debt is related to freedom from scarcity. And, scarcity is so much. Scarcity tells us we don't have enough, or we don't have enough time, we don't have the skills to get the job we need. Oh my God, scarcity is just inundated in and out through debt. Now, here's the thing though, debt has a purpose. Yes, it's a taboo subject, strife, struggle, secrecy, scandal, all that's wrapped up in debt. Yeah? We want happier, healthier lives, and we need credit and debt in a modern society. Debt is how most of us buy a house, a car, and finance the various activities of our lives. We want more joy, freedom. We don't want the tension. We don't want the anxiety as it relates to our money. And for many of us, our relationship with debt is one of the most shameful, stressful, worrisome aspects of our lives. I know that was the case for me. I wanted to just take a minute to, share that, right now, I can tell you, real estate investor, stock market investor, communications consultant, content marketer, best job, mom in chief. But I was fired from 4 jobs in 4 years, and I was a chronic money warrior, not warrior, warrior. Ooh. And so, in this conversation, I just want to look at the 5 secrets, and we want to talk about some of the strategies, that will help you to pay off your debt with, stress without stress, worry, anxiety. You are not going to be at the whim of the banks, the poor economy, poor money decisions, all of these things that hold you back. They've plagued your pocketbook and kept you shackled to your debt burden. Not your fault. You're taught to be poor. And because you are taught to be poor, your debt is a burden. The energy of lack, scarcity, and survival means you will run out of money, so you need to borrow. You're not doing enough, so you can't pay off what you owe. And you are constantly stressed at the thought of money. So, as I said, mom in chief, I am a mom with 2 school-age boys, and I was with debt because my second son was born with a hole in his heart and needed extensive medical care. My credit report has 62 pages and it was riddled with information I didn't agree with. Then I realized that despite the debt I actually owed, there were errors on my credit card statement. Okay. And, let me just repeat here before I continue with my story. You can be broke, but never identify with the energy of poor, right? And we really want to blow out the, you know, what you've been programmed about money. That's why in our conversation, we want to be clear that we're not just talking about strategies and to clear up credit. We're going to look at language strategies. It's so very critical because you were programmed to have the problems that you have. Okay. So, as I said, here we go. I have a 62-page credit report, and there were a lot of errors. And I can just tell you, it was, in some cases, I was billed twice for services. I started to notice that even at the supermarket, I was billed in error. And of course, it was the emotional baggage. Um, I was so ashamed at having this debt on my back. And so I did the traditional thing. I went to the banker for help to sort out my debt situation. And it was crushing that I really didn't get any help from the bankers. It was really, really crushing. It was like they were only interested in offering me another loan or charging me more fees. It was amazing. It was a wake-up call. And so I knew the state of my children. The madness around my credit and my debt had to stop. And so I was determined to find, a coach to help me shift my thinking and approach my debt from a more powerful position. And so in this conversation, I want to share, as I said, 5 secrets that we believe will, make your journey to healing debt as smooth, easy, and anxiety-free as possible. Okay, because, it's just a thing. We have to be open. We have to be honest. So let's get to the secret. So secret 1, how to use powerful language that will reduce your debt by 50%. So here we're talking about how do you speak to yourself about your debt? How do you language the conversation with family? How do you language the conversation with your bankers? That is one of the key secrets to managing this debt process. Next, we want to show you how to ethically write the same type of persuasive letters that private bankers use for their clients to get payment extensions along with fees and interest waived. You will appreciate, as I said, when I was facing a 62-page credit report, I thought I'd get help. I thought someone would just come and say, "Oh, I'll take care of it." Nothing of the sort. I had to learn to do it myself. And this is one of the key secrets we'll share with you. Secret number 3. It's so important. You want to clone the proven conversations that wealthy people use to convince their bankers to negotiate a favorable debt settlement. Is it unfair to say that wealthy people get a better relationship and a better outcome with their bankers? Perhaps it is, but again, we can show you how to clone this conversation. We can show you what to do so that you walk, you talk, you email, you write in confidence. Secret number 4 is you want to clear your name from hidden charges and mistakes to your credit history. That is so critical. Again, as I said, my 62 pages was riddled with mistakes. And so I want you to be free of such an experience. And the final secret is we want to talk about the exact same script that private bankers use to repair their clients' credit history and increase access to low interest rates. Are you seeing that there is a trend where people who have certain access get certain benefits? I hope you are, because that's what I want to share with you. Now, I've been saying we this whole time. And so I just want to show you that this is, you see myself at the top in yellow, and then my partner, Nadine Sinclair, also in yellow. And, you know, Coach Nads, as Nadine likes to be called, is, an awesome coach on transforming your language, transforming your way of understanding how the words you speak create your reality. Here's the truth. The words you speak is why there's a debt crisis. There's a debt issue. It's the words you speak. And so it's just really important. I want you to take away from this conversation that you have the power. You have the power to get the support that will change your experience. So, that said, at this point, you have two choices. Choice one is to do nothing. I have enjoyed this conversation with you, and I hope you've enjoyed the conversation as well. And, you may have gotten some guidance so that you can just brush off on your own, or maybe you'll do nothing. You'll sit with the debt and freeze, be frozen with what you owe and no plan to pay it off. Or you can take a leap of faith. Just test to see, what will work for you. We have individual debt healing courses, and we have a special bundle for you. Check out website, and you will see that there is light at the end of the tunnel. It is not an incoming train. And I really, really, really want you to understand that you have a choice. You can pay off your debt without stress, worry, or anxiety. We stand with you, and we're ready to be of help. We're ready to stand with you. I'm Dennise Williams. Thank you for joining